day, sister of the internet, it is I, C+Hero, the hero VTuber the making, and today, another day, another new trailer, and we are reacting to the Mythology opening trailer, Song of Divine Silence from Honkai Star Rail. And I really like how they're really hyping things up for version 3.0, which will be heading to a brand new planet in 4 years, and it seems like this trailer, we can learn a little bit more about it. So, let's see what this trailer is all about.
The Eternal Land.
Black Swan!
Amphorius. A world where three paths intersect.
Titans, the ancient gods of Amphorius, once worshipped by humanity, they now stand as their foes. That prosperity burst like a dewdrop. A black tide swallowed the world, inundating it in blood.
Save Akima! The Mad King Nikador has returned!
Nikador.
Look! There's strife and conflict everywhere!
Whoa.
A war in the name of the gods lifted the curtains to turmoil.
There are mortals who fight against fate, even in this hopelessly bleak era.
Even gods can bleed!
You and I will eventually step off the stage. For if death cannot be avoided, I wish it could contain beauty more plentiful.
Stand down or die.
Whoa.
Creepy. See you tomorrow.
When you have a chance to make a choice, make one that you know you won't regret.
Stand with me and become heroes!
Okay, wow, that's... Okay, wow, this is gonna be interesting. That is very interesting. Let's actually watch it again, but pause at a certain point.
The Eternal Land.
And yes, we all know how beautiful and sexy Black Swan is, but important is that Amphorius. So, this is what Amphorius looks like. Now, according to the lore in the game, Amphorius can only be seen in the reflection of the Garden of Memory. And we know that Amphorius has these... It's a world where 3 paths intersect. So, we only know 2 out of the 3 paths. Though they are the Remembrance, which is going to be a brand new path that we can play now in the story. And the Erudition, which we know Erudition has been in the game since, like, day 1 of the game, but whatever. The only thing we do not know is the 3rd path. So I wonder what could this 3rd path be. Maybe it could be Destruction, probably not the Hunt, maybe Abundance, who knows? We just don't know what this 3rd path is. But we know that the Amphorius is going to be based off on Greek myth, especially ancient Greek / Rome. So it will take a lot of inspiration from Greek myths, because they mentioned about the word Titan, and in the Greek myth, a Titan is basically a race of God before God. So gonna be very, very interesting on how things gonna go with this. But I just can't wait for what we will see here in this brand new world. Especially, like, look how beautiful this is. Like, and that is, like, one of the Titans that's in the game. I believe his name is... something. I forgot what his name is, but whatever. His name is something that we will learn in when 3.0 drop. I think the developer explained the name of the Titans during the special live stream program, but I forgot what it is. But whatever, we'll learn more about them once the version 3.0 drops on next Tuesday, I believe. I believe it's gonna drop on January the 14th in the USA time, at least. And then we have here the Trailblazer, and it looked like this is part of the... Is this the caboose, or maybe it's part of the passenger cars? But apparently the passenger car got disconnected from the Astro Express, which kind of like very, very interesting. I don't know why the passenger car got disconnected from the Astro Express. Maybe some kind of a freak accident happened, or maybe they did it on purpose. But who knows? Does this mean that we cannot able to go back to the Astro Express and just stuck in Amphorius? Although that probably would not make any sense, right? Like in story-wise and game mechanic-wise, because then how are you able to, you know, go and revisit the world to do a trace material farming, you know? So, very interesting that this has happened.
Drop. A black tide.
And then, you know, they get attacked and stuff.
Swallowed the world.
And then we meet one of the new character. I believe his name is Fadian or something, but he is based off on an old character, one of the old character from the original Honkai Impact 3rd. And what's very exciting for a lot of Honkai players is that there's going to be a ton of new character that's basically another alternate versions of existing characters from Honkai Impact 3rd known as the Flame Chasers. These are like a group of characters from the original Honkai Impact 3rd that play a very important story. And one of them has a very lovable and memorable character named Elysia. And apparently we also got to have another version of Elysia that come from this world, Amphorius. So, gonna be very interesting. And I wonder why this guy basically has, you know, this Trailblazer classic baseball bat weapon. I wonder if this guy is gonna be either a friend or a foe. Probably we're just gonna have to find out when version 3.0 drops.
Save Akuma.
And yeah, Akuma is basically the capital city of Amphorius. You could say it's basically like, you know, ancient Rome or Greek, like Athens. So Okama is like the basically I guess gonna be the main hub city in Amphorius. So most likely this is the place that will be probably quite frequently revisit throughout the story when you play through Amphorius. So, and apparently this is the new enemy.
Nikador has returned.
And
look,
what's interesting, and oh hey look, this is one of the other new character, Trippy here. What's interesting is that this time around it's only between the Trailblazer and Dun Hung. We don't see March 7th, Himeko, or Welt this time around. So I wonder, maybe because the passenger got you know, disconnected from the Astro Express, I wonder if that means we just got separated because of freak accident, you know? So perhaps part of the story in Amphorius is also to reunite with the rest of the Astro Express crew. Possibly that's where we're going. Who knows?
Returned. Look.
And yeah, Trippy is flying by.
Conflict everywhere.
A war in the name.
And here, and this is Aglia. Aglia is gonna be the first remembrance character that we can get in version 3.0. She will be the 5-star new character during the second phase of the 3.0 banner. And I can't wait to get her. I actually have a guaranteed pull on both the character and the Lycon banners. So I am not wasting it. And I'm saving all my Stellar Jade that I can collect in the game as of now, so I can get this character. But yes, Aglia is going to be very, very interesting. She seems to be going to be a very important character who will play in the story, and I can't wait to see what she will do in the game.
War in the name of the gods lifted the curtains to turmoil.
There are more.
And wait, hold on a second. So, let's look at this here. So, what do we see here? I believe that is the new character. I think this Castorized. This is looking at my day. And Trailblazer is in the front here. And that's Dun Hung here. So, yeah. We only see Dun Hung and Trailblazer so far. And I guess this is some kind of an enemy. Maybe this is like the boss of version 3.0 or something. Who knows? But very, very interesting.
There are mortals who fight against fate, even in this hopelessly bleak era.
Even gods can bleed.
I wonder who actually say even God can bleed. I'm wondering maybe one of these new characters in Amphorius probably like really hate gods or the Titan and blame that everything and all the chaos and misery and all the bad stuff that happened in this world are basically the god's fault, aka the Titan's fault. So, looking really forward to it. Maybe that character could be an ally, or most likely it could be a foe, for we know. So, who knows? I have a feeling a lot of exciting thing will happen here in Amphorius.
I will eventually step off the stage.
For if death cannot
And
be
this is
avoided.
Castorice. She's looking really, really cool. I can't wait to get her because she looked like seems to be. Rumors say that I think she's going to be a quantum remembrance character. Don't quote me on it. I could be wrong. It might change. But she could be a quantum remembrance character, and her summon, it's going to be that giant purple skeletal dragon that's been hinting throughout most of the trailer for 3.0 so far. But yeah, Castor is looking really cool here.
Be avoided. I wish it could contain beauty more plentiful.
And she also uses scythe, and I guess this is the villain in Furious.
Stand down or die.
Treeby, see you tomorrow.
When you have a chance to make a choice.
But okay, I didn't. Oh, excuse me. Okay, I did not notice this at first, but we have Silverwolf here, Kafka, and Blade. So we have the rest of the Stellaron Hunter here. And wait, hold on a second. Oh, and we also have Firefly too. Okay, we have the rest of the Stellaron Hunter, which is like why the Stellaron Hunter is here. Very, very interesting, and good to see Kafka and Blade to show up too. It's been a long time we've seen them, like since Xianzhou Lafu back in like version 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, whatever. It's been a while since we see those two characters. I mean, like, where have they been all this time, Like, especially during the whole Penacony stuff going on. But whatever.
You have a chance to make a choice. Make one that you know you won't regret.
And really interesting that after the Stellaron Hunter, it changed to March 7, Dunhong, Himiko, and Welt. So, very, very interesting. And also, I want to pay attention to the line here, what they said here.
When you have a chance to make a choice, make one that you know you won't regret.
Sound like that's I believe the narration is done by Black Swan? Sound like Black Swan. And I'm guessing that this is probably going to be the official art for the 3.0 probably. They're looking really, really nice. And what I like about is this constellation here. These constellations. So something interesting about in the 3.0 Amphorius is that there's gonna be like 12 or 13 cold flame chaser, which is basically a reference to the Flame Chaser in the original Honkai Impact 3rd. Their mission is to basically retrieve the Cold Flame to this, whatever this place is, to restore Amphorius. So we have a lot of these different constellations here that make some kind of a references. I don't know why, but this middle one here that looked like an eye kind of remind me of the Order. If you guys remember the Order that plays like a major role in the Penacony story. But very interesting looking constellation here. Looks really, really interesting and unique.
Gross.
And that's kind of pretty much it for this trailer. Yeah, this is going to be a very, very interesting 3.0, very interesting patch. I know I said the word interesting so many times, but I'm just really, really, very, very much excited for it because there's going to be a lot of story lore for this game. Probably more so than ever because it's going to probably make a lot of reference to the original Honkai Impact 3rd. It's going to make a lot of, interesting, cool idea for the future of Honkai Star Rail. Not to mention that we're getting, a special collab between Honkai Star Rail and Fate Stay Night later this year too. So a lot of exciting stuff. And the developer did say that, we're going to have like story expansion for every patch from 3.0 to 3.7. So for the next 8 patches, we're going to have tons of story lore. We're going to have a lot. This is going to be really, really fun. Probably challenging, but very fun thing to make about. And I can't wait to make more video that cover the story and the lore in Honkai Star Rail 3.0. And I really love how it's inspired by the Greek myth, because I believe the Greek myth or the Roman myth are very interesting. The story of Hercules, the Titans, and whatever. Not the Disney kind, but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a very fun patch, I think, for Honkai Star Rail. Probably much more better than Penacody. Anyway, guys, I hope that you guys enjoy watching me rambling on about this game. But if you enjoyed watching this trailer with me, please give a like, clicking the subscribe button, and check out my last Honkai Star Rail video on the screen right now, or click the link down in the video description below, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and don't forget, don't poo for the meta, poo for the waifu.